Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble are breaking up. Allegedly, he's asking for a big payday. Insiders reveal that Corey has put his own career on hold whenever him and Kris started dating. They've been together for over 10 years. Insiders are saying he feels like he is the glue that has kept this family together, and he's not leaving without compensation.
Things are getting really messy for Kris Jenner and her boyfriend, Corey Gamble. They have been together for about 10 years, but now they are fighting all the time and are about to break up. The problem is that Corey isn't happy about just leaving. He wants to get paid a ton of money on his way out. Basically, Corey is threatening Kris. He says that if she doesn't give him over $100 million, he will start telling all of the Kardashian family's biggest secrets to the public. He feels like he deserves the money for being her bodyguard and boyfriend for the last decade. But the really crazy part is the secret he's supposedly threatening to tell. The rumor is that Kris Jenner bought some very private, embarrassing videos from the music mogul Diddy. These videos are said to be of Kim Kardashian and even Beyoncé. Apparently, Kris bought them just a few months before Diddy got into his own huge legal trouble, probably to try and keep them hidden. Corey Gamble supposedly found out about these videos while he was with Kris. Now, he's using that information, saying he'll tell everyone about them if he doesn't get his money. This isn't a huge surprise for Kim Kardashian, since she already had a famous tape with Ray J leak out years ago. But people are shocked about Beyoncé, because she has a very clean and private reputation. If this is true, it would be a massive scandal. Everyone could see this breakup coming because Kris and Corey have been arguing in public a lot lately. A few months ago, a video went viral of them having a huge fight on a boat, and Kris was so mad she tried to kick him off. Then, just a few weeks ago, they got into another loud argument at a Beyoncé concert. Kris got so fed up she just walked away, and Khloe Kardashian had to step in to calm Corey down. So now, the situation is a giant mess. Corey is demanding $100 million to stay quiet, and if he doesn't get it, he might leak secrets that would embarrass not just Kris, but also Kim and Beyoncé. Nobody would want to be in their shoes right now. It seems pretty obvious that Kris Jenner is done with her boyfriend, Corey Gamble. And he's definitely done with her, too. But he isn't planning to just walk away empty-handed. He's angry, and he's taking it out by threatening to expose secrets about Kim Kardashian and Beyoncé. While no one knows the exact secrets, many people believe it's about those rumored private videos with Diddy that Kris supposedly bought. This has led people to look into Kim's own connection to Diddy. People noticed that Kim unfollowed Diddy on social media right before his houses were raided by Homeland Security. Even during all his other lawsuits, she had publicly supported him until the very last minute. It seems like she might have gotten a tip about the raids and quickly distanced herself so she wouldn't get in trouble, too. Online investigators started digging and found what they think is proof that Kim was involved in some of Diddy's shady business. They believe she was working with a famous and infamous Hollywood manager named Lou Taylor. Lou's company, TriStar, manages lots of stars, including the Kardashians and Justin Bieber. She is also known for being the mastermind behind Britney Spears' controversial conservatorship. The story gets even bigger. A while back, Kris Jenner started a church that charges its members $1,000 a month and asks for 10% of their income. People first thought this was just a tricky way for the Kardashians to get tax breaks. But now, the rumor is that it's much more than that. Apparently, Lou Taylor is also involved with this church. The theory is that Diddy was secretly sending huge amounts of money to the church. Then, the church would turn around and give that money to Diddy's accusers, making it look like a peaceful donation from a church instead of a secret hush money payment to keep them quiet. This would help Diddy hide what he was really doing.
Y'all, 24 hours before the raid, Kim Kardashian decides to unfollow Diddy, right? Well, come to find out, this person by the name of Lou Taylor is apparently Diddy's manager. And this Lou Taylor woman is also on the board of Hillsong's church home. Follow me, go with me. They are doing all of this, child, in the name of the Lord. Just follow the story. Now, to cover myself, everything in this video is alleged, honey. This is what I digged up, and I don't know how much truth is to it, but there's reportings, okay? So everything that I'm saying is allegedly. Keep that in mind. So, Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through some church fund, okay? Not only that, Kim Kardashian mama has been making these girls pay 10% tithes to some church that Lou Taylor and her husband is basically owner, co-owner, or whatever. So I was like, let me look into this Lou Taylor person. I'm thinking Lou Taylor was a guy who was a woman with a husband, whole husband, and they doing ministry and everything. Now, mind you, y'all remember the whole thing with Britney Spears? So come to find out, Lou Taylor, this gets deep, y'all. Hold on. Okay, so Lou Taylor is the CEO of TriStar Sports and Entertainment. She's like a business manager icon. Now, Mike, do y'all know the Lohans? What's the Lindsay Lohan? So she apparently, allegedly, she has been behind most of these stars' conservatorship situations, especially Britney Spears. So before we talk about Britney, Mike Lohan, which is the Lohan girl, Lindsay Lohan's daddy, accused Lou Taylor and the mama Dina Lohan for trying to put Lindsay Lohan in a conservatorship concerning her money. Also, allegedly, there's a lawsuit from 2021 with Astroworld tragedy, and she's being sued for employment discrimination. This is what this Lou lady is. Now, Lou Associates maintain intense control also over Britney Spears' life and money. And she was behind even the conservatorship of why Britney Spears had that conservatorship, because she ended up becoming the business manager and took over the financial pieces of Britney Spears' whole situation.
The manager, Lou Taylor, and her husband have apparently been running these kinds of shady money schemes for years and have become very rich because of it. This all connects back to Britney Spears. When her fans were fighting to end her conservatorship, the legal agreement that controlled her life and money, they did some internet investigating. They found some very complicated money trails that suggest Kim Kardashian and her family made an unbelievable $600 million from Britney's situation. A fan online asked a simple question. If you were Lou Taylor and needed to hide $600 million, would you try to hide it with Kim Kardashian? The fan's theory is that the money might have been moved from Britney's account, sent through fake companies in other countries, and then finally moved into trusts for Kim and Kylie Jenner, making it look like their own money. Now, for Beyoncé, there have been rumors for a long time that she was involved with Diddy and his crowd. But these rumors got a lot more serious when a lawyer named Ariel Mitchell went on TV. The lawyer told a story. One of her clients asked for help selling a very private and embarrassing video. The video was supposedly of Diddy and another huge celebrity. The lawyer said she watched the video herself and claimed the other person in it was even more famous than Diddy. She never said the name Beyoncé, but because Beyoncé is one of the most famous people on the planet, many people guessed she was the one the lawyer was talking about.
Just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again. Say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and
kill, correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No, I
tape.
can't explain who the person was, but Mr.
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it? Or
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video. And I can tell the video is pornographic in nature.
Oh, my. All right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, Diddy. And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes. This was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video. So it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping, like they're being surreptitiously recorded it.
All right.
Okay, so the lawyer on TV never actually said the celebrity's name. But almost everyone online is convinced it's Beyoncé. The reason is simple. There are only a handful of celebrities in the entire world who are more famous than Diddy, and Beyoncé is definitely one of them. To make the rumors even worse, an old video recently went viral again. In it, a singer named The Weeknd tells a crazy story about a time he was invited to Diddy's house. The Weeknd said that when he arrived, only Diddy, Beyoncé, and Jay-Z were there. He said that Beyoncé personally walked over to introduce herself to him. The way she did it felt, to him, like she was flirting and trying to start something more than just a friendly chat. Then, things got even weirder. The Weeknd said that Diddy told everyone else in the house to leave the room. This left only The Weeknd, Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and Diddy alone together. He made it sound like it was the start of a very strange and secretive night.
Beyoncé, I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to. Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope.
And the stories about Diddy and Beyoncé don't end there. You might remember a crazy story about Diddy and his old band, DA Band. One time, Diddy made 2 members of his band walk for 4 hours through New York City. Their mission was to go all the way downtown to pick up a cheesecake from the famous restaurant, the Cheesecake Factory. It was a ridiculous demand because he could have easily sent a car or driver to get it instantly. But now, a member of the band named Freddie P has revealed a new detail. He says that the special cheesecake wasn't even for Diddy. According to him, Diddy made them go on that long, exhausting walk just to get a cheesecake for Beyoncé.
Okay, fun fact a lot of people don't know. That cheesecake we went and got was for Beyoncé. She was upstairs the whole time. What we was talking about again? Hold on. Yeah, that's a fun fact people don't know. People like, y'all walked and got a cheesecake. It was for Beyoncé. I'll do it again. But yeah, because at first he was like, I want some cheesecake. But we took all night to do the process, right? So when we got back, it was like 4 or 5 in the morning. And me and Dallon got back first. Let me tell you how green these niggas is. So I'm the type of nigga. I listen to everything you say as if it's a contract.
It's super important to remember that all of this is still just in rumor. No one has proof. But a lot of people online are acting like it's definitely true. Some people are even saying that Kim Kardashian and Beyoncé should be the ones to pay Khloe the $100 million, since Kris Jenner doesn't want to. The reason? They are the ones who would be embarrassed if those private tapes got leaked, not Kris. People are commenting online about the situation. One person explained that Khloe and Kris have lived together for 10 years in California. The law there sometimes treats it like a real marriage, so he might have a right to a lot of her money. They also think he probably signed a secret agreement, an NDA, but he might still get a huge amount of cash to stay quiet. Another person said that Kris wanted a young boyfriend, and now she has to deal with the consequences. He knows all of the family's biggest secrets, and that information is worth a fortune. So, Kris has a choice. She can pay him a lot of money, or he might tell all their secrets to the world. The writer ends by saying they don't feel bad for Chris at all. Then, they ask you what you think about the whole story. Do you believe Corey is really blackmailing Chris? And do you think those tapes of Kim and Beyoncé with Diddy actually exist? They want you to share your opinion in the comment section below the video.